Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we do have a lot of cleaning to do. The house was a complete disaster. I'm going to start here in the living room. I know I usually start in the bedroom or in the kitchen, but y'all know on the days when I clean the rug in here, I usually start here first. That way it can dry all day. I am going to move everything out of the way, get it vacuumed, and get the carpet cleaner out to clean that up. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for all the love and support and prayers on my last video. As y'all know, I am fixing to go in just for a little um, dental surgery, if you will, and I don't know how long I'll be out. I tried to pre-film some videos for y'all just in case, but I think I'll be fine. The dentist said I'll be fine the next day, so hopefully that's the case, and I'll be able to get right back to work because there is still a ton to do around here. I have a lot of organizing and decluttering, but my in-laws were coming in, so I wanted to freshen the place up really well. They're going to be helping with the kids while I'm down. And so I wanted them to have a fresh place to walk into. I'm always like that whenever we get company. I like to just freshen everything up. So I am going to start by vacuuming the rug, and then I will get my carpet machine out and we will clean the rug. I'm still using the OxiClean carpet cleaner. It is my new go-to whenever I have a stain or anything. It works so well. Even if you just pour it on and dab it a little bit, it really works on stains well, and it whitens up the carpet really nicely. As y'all know, I don't like carpet in the house at all. We have gotten rid of all the carpet in the house, but I do like to have some rugs. I do plan on getting a rug in here eventually, a new one, a bigger one, but for right now we still have this little mess here, and she does make her messes, and I don't know, we still think that she confuses the rugs for her pads. I don't know how to prevent that from happening. I don't know what we're going to do about that, but she is still having accidents, and yeah, it's quite a bit to deal with, but we love her so much. She's such a joy, and we just, we're just gonna have to deal with it. But I do clean up after her very regularly, and the Oxy Carpet Clean definitely comes in handy for that. So I speed these up a lot whenever I am doing the carpets in real time. I'm going very slow. I try to go slow when I vacuum as well, but with the carpet machine, I definitely go in slow motion so that way it has time to pick everything up, put the cleaner down, and all that good stuff. And as you can see, it does make a tremendous difference, especially when it's all dry. So we're going to go ahead and clean this really quick, and then we'll hop over and clean the kitchen and the dining room, which was really messy. I had a lot of dishes to do. We had karate gear all over the table because I had been washing that, and I usually wash it and let it sit out to dry. It gets really ripe. The kids' karate gear, they sweat so much. They have such a good workout in class, and I try to wash it every Friday evening so that way it will be dry by Monday. It's just, it's a lot. But anyway, we are just about done with the rug. I wanted to give you an up close view of it so you can see the difference in the colors there.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now.
So now that we have the rug all clean, I'm gonna let it dry for a few hours. We're gonna hop over here and I am going to clean up the kitchen really quick, get the dishes washed. The dishwasher's still broken. I have to say that in every video. It gets so frustrating. We're getting there though. We've just had a lot of stuff going on lately with a lot of other things, and so the dishwasher has not been a priority. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the dishes away that were in there, and then I'm gonna wash a few. I didn't have a lot of plates and stuff because we've still been using the paper plates, and I think I'm gonna keep doing that until we get the dishwasher fixed because it just saves me a lot of time and it probably saves on the water bill too. I don't know, because we do go through a lot of dishes here. I've told y'all before, we don't go out to eat much. The other day we splurged and we stopped by Burger King because it was just really late and I didn't want to cook. And it was about $47 for our whole family, which is three kids, two adults. And I was just like, there's no way I could, like, it's not even fast food prices anymore. It's like restaurant, like sit down and eat prices. So I just don't think it's worth it. The food's not even that good. I don't really like the way anything tastes anymore from fast food. I don't like oils and stuff like that. It just doesn't, it's just not good to me. So, and my daughter's the same way. She can taste the I don't want to say the cheapness, but she can just taste it differently. And that's because we eat at home a lot. So whenever you eat at home a lot and you go eat fast food, it's just not, it doesn't hit the same. But, anyways, I wanted to ask y'all if anyone has vitamin B12 deficiency and iron deficiency. I've always been anemic, of course. That it's part of my autoimmune disease issue. I did get my test results and I'm still lacking with the vitamin B12. I still do feel the symptoms sometimes. It's not as bad as it used to be since I started my way of eating, since I am pretty much I would call myself ketovore now. I do eat meat, eggs, oranges, and that's about it. And I still cannot get the vitamin B12 in my system. I was watching a video about it the other night, just interested. I always just find this stuff interesting how, we're so alike in so many ways, but then some of us are so different. So I guess my DNA never matured correctly, and I just can't absorb vitamin B12. So I was wondering if anybody else goes through that, if you have any suggestions. I am going to, in a few months, I'm going to take some supplements. I'm going to try that and see if it works, taking some supplements. And then if everything goes the way I have it planned, I want to go back in a few months, get my blood work done again, and see if I'm absorbing any of the vitamin B12. If not, I'm going to have to talk to the doctor about that because I still don't feel like I have the energy I should have, I guess. I feel like when I'm very, very strict carnivore, I was doing a lot better. I might have to just go back to that. I have been sneaking in some Diet Coke, as y'all know. I still haven't quit the coffee completely. I'm trying to, though. I've slowed down on it a lot. I do not eat any sugar in my diet at all, except for the oranges. So, but when I was on like my really strict diet, I did have a ton of energy. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure everything out. So I wanted to see if any of y'all had experience with that down in the comments. Let me know if you're anemic, if you struggle with getting vitamin B12 and iron, because I always have. And it's exhausting. It's really exhausting. I do I did notice that a lot of my symptoms I don't have anymore, like the shortness of breath. My heart sometimes would beat funny. And what else? Just fatigue, of course. But I do notice that it's not as bad as it was, but it's still there a little bit. So I'm still just trying to I'm trying to figure it out. And I I always say, like, I don't do this for my appearance. I mean, that's just a plus. I do it because I need to be the best I can for my kids. I feel like I'm an older parent. I will be 42 in July and I still have a 6-year-old. Um, I want to be the best I can for him for these next, however long I can be here with him. And yeah, I just take it very seriously now. I want to have the energy. I need to be able to keep up and be there for them. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to figure everything out with my body. I also, I realize that I need to be exercising. I have been putting that off, and I start and then I stop and then I start and then I stop, but I have to start exercising again. Something that's been throwing me off is my husband's working a lot now, like a lot, and sometimes like my schedule is just all over the place. I used to get up at 5:20 every day, ready to go, and I think that it's so important to be on a routine when it comes to your sleep. I think it's probably one of the most important things for your health is to be on a strict routine when it comes to your sleep and the time you get up and the time you go to bed. That's when I felt the best I've ever felt is when I was going to bed faithfully at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and getting up at 5 every morning. And I haven't been able to do that lately, so I want to try to figure out how to get back to that and how to get back to working out every single morning. It's just really important to me. A friend of mine was saying that she started doing yoga, and I did a few things with yoga the other day, and it felt really, really good just to stretch my body and do that. So I think that's something I'm going to implement too as well in my morning routines is, doing some stretching, getting some yoga in there, some yoga poses because it was really nice. Like it made my body feel really, really good. So I'm going to start doing that. My Pilates is a must. Y'all know I'm very I'm very adamant about like I feel like we should definitely always keep our core strong. I used to work in assisted livings. I used to work in nursing homes, and definitely something you want to take care of is your core, your pelvic floor, all that stuff is very important. I do not want my kids to have to transfer me. I don't want them to pay to have someone transfer me. So that's another thing that I think is important to me. So I'm going to try to get back on that again. I think for a long time when I was younger, I always had this feeling that I wouldn't get old, if you know what I'm saying. Uh, I don't know if everyone's like that, but now I do kind of look at the future more as in like, what do I want my future to look like, whether it be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20, 30 years from now. And I never thought about that much when I was younger. I never thought that there would be 20 or 30 years from now. I'm kind of more positive these days and more optimistic. So I think it is important for me to prepare for the long haul, like, and I don't know, it's just weird how you change so much as you get older. I don't even drink anymore. I don't know. I'm so content and I'm so at peace with my life. I'm not looking for anything else. I'm just looking for health and happiness and my kids to be happy, my husband to do well. Like, it's just all that really matters to me is what's going on in this house. And I think that that helps a lot too. I used to watch the news a lot and just get really involved with that kind of stuff, and it will stress you. And I've noticed that another thing that contributes so much to our health is our stress levels. That's why I only worry about what I can control, and I can only control what happens in this home. I cannot control what happens in other people's homes. I can't control the thoughts of other people, the actions of other people. All I can do is do the best I can raising my kids and keeping our home as peaceful as possible because I think it's really important for their mental health and for also our just physical health. And it's just really important to me to keep people around us that are the same way, the same mindset, no drama, no fighting. I mean, we're family. Things are going to happen. You're going to get in little arguments. You're going to have disagreements, things of that nature. But to say that there's ever chaos, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No chaos. And it shows because if I am in a situation where I do get heated up or frustrated or scared, I can definitely feel it.
Can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have
So I'm going to take my Magic Mind really quick. As y'all know, I have been taking Magic Mind for years, off and on. It's a total game changer for me. Someone with ADHD, my brain is all over the place at all times. So this really helps. This is a mental performance shot. It helps with a sharper mind, lower stress, calm energy, all the things throughout the day. Especially if you're trying to like give up coffee, like I have been, it really helps give you the energy you need, but you're not all jittery. I wanted to go over some of the ingredients in this because I did have a friend of mine text me the other day and she was asking if I really liked Magic Mind. I told her, yes, girl. Yes, I talk about it all the time. I even talk about it when I'm not filming. I love it so much. And I told her some of the things it does. I told her what it is, what it has in it. So I wanted to go through that with y'all really quick. Um, just if you're undecided on it, I know y'all see me talk about it all the time. So it's a blend of nootropics. It's got adaptogens, vitamins, and antioxidants. It has matcha green tea, which we all know and love. That provides like a natural caffeine. That's where the natural caffeine comes into place. Ashwagandha, that's a good one. If you're into nootropics, if you know anything about nootropics, you know ashwagandha is really good for managing stress and reducing cortisol levels. Lion's mane mushroom and cordyceps mushrooms. I have taken these separately before. It's one of my favorite nootropics. It's a game changer. If you have never researched lion's mane and cordyceps mushrooms, I definitely recommend you do that. That helps support cognitive function and energy levels. Turmeric, we all know what turmeric is. That reduces inflammation in your body, which I always stress that everyone should be trying to reduce the inflammation in their body every single day with everything that you do. Vitamins, we got vitamins B3, B12, B2, D3. Those help support neurotransmitter synthesis. If you don't know what any of this is, please go look it up. It's really interesting stuff to learn. The best thing about Magic Mind is they are committed to using the best ingredients in their products. If you are interested, I have a new discount for you. I'll have it here on the screen, Barbara J40, and then I'll also have it in the description box. If you click the link below in the description box, use code Barbara J40, and that's going to get you 40% off of your first 10 orders. Definitely go check it out. And also, let me know down in the comments if you've tried Magic Mind, if you're thinking about trying Magic Mind, just let me know what you think down in the comments. And also, thank you, Magic Mind, for working with me again. And I cannot wait to get my subscription. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and take my shot now. And then we're going to finish cleaning the rest of everything we need to clean.
To believe it, that we can make the sun come out. Let us lose ourselves in a fairy tale. Who can say what's wrong or right? We're the only ones who can decide. Baby, you and I, baby, you and I.
So now I'm going to go ahead and clean off the dining room table. We had some school books over here, and I also needed to put the kids' karate gear away. It was finally dry. It always happens when I wash their karate gear, it rains, and because that's how I usually dry it, is I use the sun to dry it. I'll either put it outside on the table out there, or I'll put it in here on this table. The house is really bright during the day. I like to keep everything open and let the sun come in, because I don't know if y'all know this, but the sun is a natural disinfectant as well. So I know that we all love, the dark and cozy. I know a lot of people that put foil over their windows in the summertime, but it is really important to, let that sun come in and kill some of those germs for you. And also, I think it helps our mood, and I think we're inside way too much. So any little bit of outside helps a lot. So that's why I like to keep the windows, the blinds and stuff open during the day. Now, in the summertime, it does get pretty toasty. So I understand the whole foil on the windows, or people wanting dark windows in their house, dark curtains. I've noticed that when the sun starts setting on one side of the house in the summertime, oh my goodness, it gets brutally hot on that side of the house. I can walk by and just feel the heat coming off the front door, coming off the windows. So I totally understand that. But for the most part, I do like to keep the sun coming in. I did just put blackout curtains in the boys' room because, like I said, during the summer, it does get pretty toasty when that sun starts setting on this side of the house. We haven't even hit the hottest part of summer yet. I've seen people that have just moved to Texas because a lot of people are moving to Texas right now, and they are already not having it with the heat. And I'm like, it is just getting started. Like, it is just getting started. It is hot. It is hot in Texas. I don't even think I went outside today at all, which is horrible. But I was really hot. I'm also trying to keep myself, um, I'm trying not to let anything get me before my surgery because they will not do surgery if I'm sick in any kind of way. So I've been staying inside and just trying to stay out of town and, trying to not contract anything. Even though like it's gonna happen if it's gonna happen. I do try to keep my immune system up and it has been a lot better lately because I am very with my autoimmune disease, of course, I am very prone to infection, any kind of little bacteria. Even things that wouldn't get most people sick will get me sick. So I have to just be really careful with what I eat and make sure that I'm keeping as many nutrients in me as possible. This is why I stopped eating breads and pastas and anything that would fill me up that didn't benefit me, I stopped eating it because I needed all the room I could have in my tummy for nutrients. Like, I have to make sure I get my nutrients. And like I said, I'm going to start supplementing as well. I think that's just my best bet. I don't think we ever really get enough nutrients. I don't know if like times have changed, if the things we eat have changed, but I just feel like we're still not getting everything that we're supposed to get. So I am going to start implementing some more supplements. Like I said, the Magic Mind definitely has some more vitamins and stuff in there as well. I am also a natural redhead, so we produce our own vitamin D without needing the sun, which is really cool because as I've told y'all before, the sun is not my friend. We don't hang out, we don't text, we don't call each other. Like, we just try to avoid each other at all costs. But I do produce my own vitamin D for the most part, so that's always been good on me. But I still like to go outside and soak in the sun a little bit here and there. But like I said, I've never really had a problem with the vitamin D stuff. It's just the other stuff that I have a problem with getting into my system. It's so weird how I've I know a lot of people don't know a lot about redheads, and the other day I had told one of my best friends that about my surgery and that I was going to have to go under anesthesia, so I just wanted to let her know, and I'll let her know when I get done. And she was like, "Well, just make sure they know that you're a natural redhead." And I was like, not a lot of people would know that, and it's so cool that she actually knew that, her not being a redhead, she knew that we do react a little differently to anesthesia. It takes more for us to get put to sleep. It takes more for us to stay asleep. Same with any kind of dental work. The numbing stuff that they put in wears off very easily in redheads. For what reason? I have no idea. I have no idea. We do have like a genetic mutation, so there are things that are different in us than it is in just, the rest of the population. And then we're such a small percentage of the population that a lot of people don't know a lot about that, or I feel like not enough research has been done for that. But I mean, what are you going to do? I just know that I am going to tell the anesthesiologist. I'm sure they probably won't even bat an eye at it. They'll probably think it's ridiculous, but I'm just going to let them know and see what they say. Maybe they do know. But I just thought it was really cool that one of my best friends knew, and I didn't even have to tell her. It was really cool. I felt very loved and very seen because a lot of people don't understand the differences. Like I was telling y'all last time with the sun, how a lot of people don't understand what that does to us. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal to get a sunburn when you have no you just can't do it. And it took me a long time to learn that because I was trying to be like everybody else and go to the beach, go to the pool, all that stuff. I limit that very, very much now. Very, very much. I limit it, and I also wear long sleeves all the time. Even when I'm in the house, I usually have long sleeves on. Um, I just try to protect my skin as much as I can from the sun. And it's unfortunate because I love being outside. I love doing all the things that everybody else loves to do, but sometimes you can't. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the dining room the rest of the way. I was kind of bouncing around in the video because the kids were eating at times and, doing all the things. So I was trying to work around them. As y'all know, I don't really show the kids too much in the videos. Every now and then you'll get a glimpse, but I try to keep them off of the internet as much as possible right now because they're still very young and I'm just very protective like that. I think most moms are. Like I said, I've never been a vlogging channel or a family vlogging channel, especially. I am probably gonna go ahead and start a vlogging channel this year. I'm not gonna say when, I but I am going to do that. It's just gonna be a little different, not so much cleaning, just, stuff that I find interesting, clothes, makeup, DIY projects, thrifting. I just want to have a channel just for that because I have noticed that with YouTube, it is very niche specific. And so this will always just be a cleaning channel, just cleaning motivation. And then on my other channel, it'll be more like, if I'm cooking something or, I just want to come on and talk to y'all, I might even go live over there, just all the things on the other channel. I'm probably going to start, working on my other social media presence because I'm just not there yet, but I'm going to start working on all that. Just a lot of things coming up this year that I'm praying for and that I'm being positive about, and I'm setting goals for myself and just trying to be the best I can. And I really enjoy YouTube. I didn't think I would enjoy it so much, but I really, really do. And I can't wait to get to know y'all more. And like I said on the other channel, you'll get to know me more, know more about my diet, know more about, my clothing choices these days, learn more about maybe my past and where I am now, just all the things that I've persevered through. And I don't know, I'm just ready to talk. I'm ready to be there for people who maybe need it, people who maybe have had similar stories to mine. There's a lot of things that I've never talked about. There are some things that I won't ever talk about. But there are some things that I would love to share, and I would love to give that positive, outlook and let people know that your life can totally change if you allow it and if you really work on it really, really hard. It can change. Everything can change if you just work on yourself and put yourself first. And I know that sounds selfish, but it's the least selfish thing you can do is put yourself first and learn as much about yourself as possible and, go from there. So, anyways, I'm like I said, I don't want to tell you a specific time or day that I'm going to be doing this. One day I'm just going to throw it out there and see what happens. And like I said, I'll keep this channel. This is just for cleaning, and we will have another channel. Like I said, if I'm doing furniture, if I'm updating a space, if I'm going shopping, if I'm going thrifting, which y'all know I love to do, just things like that will be on the other channel. And I'm so excited for that because it does get pretty daunting and just repetitive, the cleaning videos. And I want to show more of my creativity and, really put myself out there more. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm going to see how that goes. But anyways, we are just about done with the cleaning. I just needed to get the floors cleaned. I did not clean the kids' bathroom or the kids' room in this video. I was just focusing on the main areas of the house. Wanted to get my bedroom all nice and tidy. The boys have been keeping their room pretty clean. I'm sure they'll keep it clean once I have my surgery. I don't know. We'll see what the house looks like. But like I said, my in-laws are here. They're helping a lot. They spend so much time with the kids. They take them to do things, and my kids absolutely love it when they're here. So it's always a blessing, and it's really cool too to just see what a family is supposed to be like, it's amazing. So, anyways, we're just about done in here. I think I've talked just about the entire video. Y'all are probably tired of listening to me. I'm gonna put on a little music. We're gonna vacuum, we're gonna mop, and then I will show you all those before and afters. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get the floors mopped. I've been loving the O-Cedar mop. I think I'm going to stick with this for a very, very long time. I used to have one before I got my steam mop. I started using the steam mop all the time. I loved the steam mop. I can say though that the O-Cedar mop is just more convenient. I don't have to worry about plugging it in or, moving it around and, all the things. I've just really been loving the O-Cedar mop. And I'm just using Pine Sol. I was using bleach a lot. I've already talked to y'all about this. I was using bleach a lot, but the smell of the bleach really bothered the family. So I've started using Pine Sol again, which it works really well and it freshens up the house. I absolutely love it. Y'all know I was all natural for a while with just the vinegar, and I still love the vinegar. And if you want a natural cleaner for the floors, I would definitely recommend using some vinegar and water because it's going to clean, it's going to disinfect, it's not going to leave a residue. The vinegar smell does go away. I just stopped using it. I think it was just when I smelt my gloves that time. I was like, no, absolutely not. And I couldn't get the smell off of my hands. It was horrible, but it is a really good cleaner. But like I said, I've just started using, some different things these days. And, maybe one day if the chemicals start bothering me again, I'll go back to the vinegar. But I've been just enjoying the pine sauce smell. It brings back memories and it makes the home smell really nice and clean. I absolutely love that when I clean the house and then I leave and I come back and it just smells so fresh and lovely. I'm going to, I think this month, I'm going to try to order some candle wax because some of y'all are wanting to see me make some candles. I wanted to start selling candles. It's going to be a long process though. So, I have to make sure that I have to make sure it's very safe. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just start doing stuff like that. Like you have to do your research and understand how everything works. But anyways, if I ever do, y'all will definitely know though, but we'll definitely make some together. And that might be something that I add into my other channel. I think that would be really cool to do over there. But like I said, we'll see when all that happens. I'm going to go ahead and start ordering a couple of things to do that. I do miss having the candles. My husband just kind of freaked out about it because he saw a video where you know, how toxic they are. But what is not? I'm just at this point where I can only battle so much at a time. So I'm just, you know, I try my best to be as healthy as we can, but everything has, you know, it's just out to get you. And what are you gonna do? You know, I do miss my candles though. We have some really cool, like lovely, lovely scents. We have leather, we have brownies. Oh man, there's so many. There's so many. I'm excited. I'm gonna start doing it again. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum the room really quick. I'm gonna vacuum the bathroom really quick, and then I'm gonna give you those before and afters. Thank you so much for being here with me, for listening to me ramble, and for all the prayers and love and just everything. Y'all are the best, and I love y'all so, so much. Take care of each other. I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.